Are the Denver Broncos just one step away from building a championship-caliber defense? After an electrifying season that reignited hope among fans, the franchise finds itself at a crucial crossroads. With an evolving roster and a promising foundation, the Broncos now have a golden opportunity to refine their defense and solidify their secondary. But will they make the right moves in free agency to bolster their lineup? Let's dive into the pressing needs of the team, with a special focus on one of the most underrated positions on the field: safety. Broncos free agency, primer, the top 3 safety prospects. The need for reinforcement at the safety position may not be at the forefront of every Denver Broncos fan's mind, but the necessity is more significant than it appears. Fortunately, there are 3 standout options in the upcoming free agency market that could address this critical gap. Following an exceptional season that saw the Broncos achieve an impressive tally of victories and secure a playoff berth, the outlook for the team is more promising than it has been in years. With a fortified coaching staff and the potential presence of a franchise quarterback for the first time since their triumphant Super Bowl victory nearly a decade ago, the moment has arrived for the Broncos to construct a roster capable of sustaining long-term success. Although Denver's performance exceeded expectations, there remains considerable work ahead. The offseason is in full swing, with pivotal events such as the Shrine Game and Senior Bowl providing a glimpse into the talent pool. However, the impending free agency period in March represents an opportunity for the Broncos to strategically enhance their lineup. Possessing approximately $35 million in salary cap space and a substantial portion of their foundational pieces intact, the organization is well positioned to be proactive in the market. While depth remains a primary focus, certain key starting positions are also in need of reinforcement. A particularly overlooked yet pressing requirement on the roster is the safety position. Should the Broncos invest heavily in securing elite talent in this area during the offseason? A comprehensive analysis is warranted. Current safeties under contract for the upcoming season. The Broncos' current safety group includes Brandon Jones, P.J. Locke, De'Aaron Turner-Yell, and J.L. Skinner. Jones emerged as a valuable acquisition in the previous free agency period, transitioning into a starting role following a tenure in Miami's rotational defense. His contributions were instrumental in the team's defensive prowess, excelling in run support and generating key turnovers to provide offensive opportunities. Locke, a beloved figure among the fan base, demonstrated flashes of promise, yet fell short of establishing himself as a consistent starting caliber player, rendering him a crucial depth asset. Turner-Yell was sidelined for the entirety of the season due to injury, while Skinner has yet to secure a defined role on the defense, primarily contributing to special teams. Assessing free agency priorities. A critical need. The Broncos' safety unit requires substantial upgrades, particularly in acquiring a starter proficient in coverage and adept at operating as a single high safety in Vance Joseph's defensive scheme. Additionally, enhancing depth at the position is imperative. Regrettably, the upper echelon of available safeties in the market may either exceed the team's financial parameters, given other roster necessities, or present coverage limitations that do not align with the team's objectives. While high-profile options, such as Justin Reed and Andre Sisco, are expected to dominate the market, it is uncertain whether the Broncos will allocate substantial resources to this position. Instead, they may pursue a cost-effective veteran solution while utilizing the draft to secure long-term stability. Nevertheless, 3 free agent safeties warrant Denver's attention. Trayvon Moehrig, Las Vegas Raiders. Moehrig is a dynamic safety with a penchant for operating as a single high defender, showcasing a willingness to take calculated risks in coverage. His aggressive approach results in high-variance plays, yielding both positive and negative outcomes. Notably, among defenders with a minimum of 390 coverage snaps, he ranked in the lower half of coverage grades per Pro Football Focus. Surrounding Moehrig with a superior supporting cast, bolstered by an elite pass rush and formidable cornerbacks such as Pat Surtain III and Riley Moss, could unlock his latent potential and justify his selection as a second-round draft pick in 2021. As an affordable option, Moehrig aligns well with Denver's defensive needs. Jevon Holland. Miami Dolphins. Holland offers versatility, thriving in a downhill role near the line of scrimmage while possessing the capability to engage effectively with tight ends in coverage. While he does not excel as a traditional deep field free safety, His physicality and adaptability make him an intriguing asset for defensive coordinators seeking schematic flexibility. Despite allowing a notable completion rate and coverage during the previous season, Holland's multifaceted skill set could prove valuable in an evolving defensive system. Although his market value is expected to be among the highest for safeties this offseason, his dynamic abilities may justify the financial investment. Marcus Williams, Baltimore Ravens. A potential reunion with Sean Payton could be an appealing scenario for Williams, particularly if he is available at a reasonable contract. While his performance experienced a decline in the previous season, he maintained a commendable track record with consistent coverage grades in prior years. Approaching his 29th birthday at the outset of the upcoming season, Williams is nearing the latter stages of his career. However, his familiarity with Payton's coaching philosophy and his proficiency in coverage could provide Denver with a stable veteran presence alongside Jones, thereby affording the Broncos the flexibility to continue developing Locke as a prospective starter. With pivotal decisions on the horizon, the Broncos must navigate the free agency landscape strategically to fortify their defense and sustain their upward trajectory. Addressing the safety position with the right additions could be the key to unlocking the team's full potential as they aspire to re-establish themselves as perennial contenders.